Everyone's trying to look for a career, to further their skills, to find love, to settle down. Everyone in young adulthood, be it age 20 to 29, isn't really the same boat. They want the same things in life.
We're all on the way to somewhere, but Norwich is literally on the way to nowhere.
I'd really like to leave here at some point.
Yeah, I have a very sort of visceral memory of my time there growing up. Yeah, I can remember pretty much everything. I am Angela. My name is Angela. I'm 29 years old.
Will Glenroy. I'm 21.
My name is Lukman Hussein, and I am 28 years old.
My name's Charlie. I'm 22 years old.
Millie MacDonald, 22.
My name is Andrzej Versky, and I'm 21 years old.
I've been living in Norwich since I was about 7 years old, so yeah, quite a long time. I'm an immigrant, basically.
I've lived in Norwich for all of my life.
I'm originally from Russia, but I've lived in Finland 13 years until I moved into here.
I've lived in Norwich all of my life, yes.
I'm actually not from Norwich. I moved here about a dozen years ago from Hampshire.
I've lived everywhere I could name. I was born in Bristol. I've lived in Croydon, Islington, Brighton, and now Norwich, and Bath as well.
My biggest ambition is to, I think we all want happiness, and I think that's what I want. I want to be able to have children and to give them a good life, which is probably something that I was lacking. I didn't really have a particularly happy childhood. So for me, being able to nurture and actually fulfill my maternal instinct is something that I really, really want. It's terrifying.
My biggest fundamental desire, it would be to have a job that I enjoy doing and that I think has at least a relatively good level of altruism to it.
I'm a department manager for House of Fraser. If life had turned out differently and I didn't have Megan and Lola, I probably would have tried to go and work for Citibank or someone like that in London, and I would have done absolutely different things.
I want to be sitting on a nice chair, looking at a nice desk and doing whatever the fuck I want, and earning money while I'm doing it.
To make money, I stack shelves. It's a job. The other thing I tend to do, which doesn't make quite so much money, is teach parkour, often to children.
Hopefully I will start studying again in September to do an access course and then go on to do a degree in midwifery.
Basically, I didn't come here to study. I came here to have fun and drink.
I'd probably describe it as a place that's like a bit of a retirement community, without insulting every single person who's got watch us and come from Norwich.
Someone said to me that Norwich is like a tepid bath in a cold house. You know, you've got to get out of it sometime. But yeah, it's just too comfortable sitting in there.
It doesn't have enough diversity, ethnic and kind of diversity, and also in terms of different nations and different cultures. You don't have a great deal of integration. There's a lot of English people.
As just generally a lovely city, That's all I can say about it. Is that I think it's the perfect size. For growing up here, it does seem to be quite small now, just because I've spent all my life here. But genuinely, I think it's the perfect size of a city. It's not too big and it's not too small. You can always find things to do.
I think Norwich is a fine city. That's a bit stereotypical, sorry. I really like Norwich. It's really friendly and it's not huge like somewhere like London or Sheffield.
It's a nice, quiet city that you can go to study. You can go to when you're in your like 60s, 70s to chill out, but I wouldn't say to go here, not study and just work and live here. I just think that Norwich is made for either educational reasons or to just live until you die.
I think it's a great place to raise kids. It's safe. The fact that nothing here really happens makes it really safe as well. But yeah, I think everyone goes back to the place that they know best. So.
If you spend much time in Norfolk, or Norwich especially, you'll come to realise that everybody somehow knows everybody else.
Yes, it is true. Everyone knows everyone because it's this fucking small city. But I think that's a bad thing.
I think people do constantly bump into each other here. I mean, I think it's got something to do with the fact that it's very, very small. We have one high street. I think in terms of geography, you're going to bump into each other. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, I think it's just familiarity, isn't it? At the end of the day, it is like a goldfish bowl, I think.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere without seeing someone that you know. It is quite close, but that's one of the things that makes it really nice as well.
So I don't feel it's so much like one bubble, but it is. Everybody knows each other in Norwich. It's a very unique size in that it's not really small, but you can sort of walk all the way across it, and everybody does seem to know each other.
Norfolk is more like the Goldfish pond, and Norwich is where the goldfish come to feed. So Norwich is like the epicenter of Norfolk. Norfolk is really isolated, and Norwich is the most exciting part of Norfolk, where people actually do stuff.
Yeah, I do think that, but I think it's similar of lots of places of this kind of size, or in any place that you know lots of people. I think it'll always be the same, that anything you do will always be known to everyone.
Vague understanding of where they are at their life, and the overall idea just to get one big tapestry. Everyone's very similar, and if you put it on display, everyone can see it, and hopefully not feel so. I know it sounds cheesy, not alone, but more like united. Really, everyone's here. We're all stuck in Norwich. Some of us want to stay, some of us are very happy, and some of us want to move. Some of us just don't know. Whatever you do, whatever you choose to do, it's fine. As long as it makes you happy. It staves off the shadow of death.